think the most important role of a Chugach board member is, first and foremost, to look out for the best interests of our members.
The most important is the strategic planning process. What percentage of renewable power do we want to have on the grid in Chugach? What role do we want to take in promoting electric vehicle uptake in this state? It's that strategic planning process where we peer into the future for the utility.
I think as a co-op, the most important role is to represent the members to senior leadership at Chugach so that the key decisions have input from our members. All of us as board members are members, and we listen to our members, they email us, they tell us what's going on, and it's our job to represent.
The most important role of a Chugach board member is to ask questions on behalf of the membership and make sure that management is considering the interests of the members.
I think with every decision that we make, we always need to keep the members in mind. We make decisions to make sure that the members are receiving the best quality, the most reliable service, and at the lowest rates.
I think being a sounding board, being exposed to the rest of the world, and being able to bring in new ideas, outside ideas, and good, sound business judgment.
Our members have a lot to say. It's important that we learn what they're interested in, and we're the conduit to express that to the senior management.
What COVID has taught us as a utility is the same lesson, at least I think, has taught people around the world, and that is we don't all have to be face-to-face to do the work. That plus the fact that we were able just to adapt our processes to keep people safe while all of this was going on in our community.
I am so proud of Chugach and all the employees who pivoted to continue to create a safe workplace and to be reliable and keep the lights on, and I think it shows that we are capable of handling rapidly changing environments and thriving.
I think probably the biggest takeaway from the pandemic was that we should not become complacent in our planning and in our examination of systems and practices that will protect not only the people in our workforce, but the people who we encounter on a daily basis.
If I could sum it up in one word, I think the lessons learned is resilience. I look at what the Chugach team has done. I see the compassion that our customer service and our management has given to our members who have struggled. Truly, Chugach has stepped up and has been resilient in every challenge through this pandemic. It's really quite impressive.
All of us have, for the most part, learned how to do video conferencing. That's excellent. There's all sorts of technologies that we've been forced to embrace. There's ways we should be leveraging this expertise, this new knowledge, and making our personal lives, our companies we work for, Chugach Electric, to make them all more efficient and really leverage off that knowledge and expertise.
The one thing I've noticed is people are more friendly, show more empathy, they're more courteous.
I've learned that flexibility is the key. Everyone was able to pivot and really keep this organization as safe as possible so that we can keep the lights on.
Truly, I think the easy part's been done. Really trying to integrate the two utilities is where the rubber meets the road, and that's where we're going to bring value of the acquisition to our members.
What comes to mind is how well it was done on such a big project. The smoothness and the efficiency that Chugach and mlmp executed the merger, the actual switching of the organizations was amazing.
I was in four mergers that I personally worked in, so I knew from the get-go this is not an easy task. The success rate is only 10%, and you're part of that 10%. That's admirable.
What was really accomplished is that Anchorage has one electric utility the efficiency of integrating the workforce, integrating the generation assets, and integrating the inventory will pay dividends for decades to come.
I think that was a lot of hard work to get to the starting line, and that really there's more work to come in the integration and the consolidation to make it really successful, and I am counting on those savings showing up for our members.
What a huge accomplishment it was to get through such a complicated deal. I think it's super exciting that that piece of it is behind us, but there's certainly a long road ahead. And I think we all recognize that it's probably going to take just as much effort and just as much work to realize the culmination of the deal and to realize the savings for our ratepayers and the community.
What I'm probably the most proud of is seeing how all the team members, both on the Chugach side and the mlmp side, work together as a close-knit team to accomplish this goal. Increasing our renewable portfolio, carbon reduction, so finding solutions for electric vehicle charging.
Renewable energy. I'm talking about energy generation. We'll find new nuclear devices that are clean.
What really excites me is taking this merged entity, which through say the RRC, the new entity, the Rail Belt Reliability Council, will integrate us more closely with our fellow utilities. We can start thinking about things like renewable power, grid electrification for power for vehicles, and all the other sustainable power will help us in the future.
I am ready for us to have really good conversations about renewable resources and how we move in that direction, how we support electric vehicles, and I am so excited that the Rail Belt is working together on regional planning.
The Rail Belt Reliability Council, we will be able to put in more of the kind of forward-looking generation resources that will take us into the next century.
I am an electric vehicle owner, and I am super, super excited about being able to work on the infrastructure in Alaska for supporting electric vehicles.
Exciting to me personally as a renewable portfolio standard. We're one of the few states that has never adopted one. However, I think it's important as we look to a long-term sustainable future for Chugach Electric.